Charlie Kirk is gone at just 31. Many had heard his name, but not everyone truly knew who he was. Today, let's set the record straight. This isn't just about one man. It's about what we can all learn from a life that burned fast, loud, and left behind both admiration and controversy. Here are 10 things you should know about Charlie Kirk, and the lessons we can all carry forward. 1. A midwestern beginning. Born on October 14, 1993, in Illinois, Charlie grew up like many midwestern kids. Simple childhood, ordinary struggles, dreams that seemed far away, but unlike most, his passion for politics started early. He didn't wait for adulthood to care. He began asking questions, challenging ideas, and daring to raise his voice. Lesson: sometimes, greatness doesn't come from privilege, but from an early fire that refuses to go out. 2. Turning point at 18. While his peers prepared for college parties and exams, Charlie chose a different path. At just 18 years old, he co-founded Turning Point USA, an organization aimed at shaping conservative youth. Think about that. Most 18-year-olds struggle to choose a major. He chose to build a movement. Lesson: age is never the barrier. What you believe in, and how boldly you pursue it, is what sets you apart. 3. Dropping out to stand up. Charlie enrolled in college but didn't stay. He dropped out. For many, that would be labeled a failure. But Charlie turned that into fuel. He used it as a message that education is not confined to four walls, and influence is not reserved for those with diplomas. Lesson: life doesn't always follow the expected script. Sometimes leaving the traditional road is what makes your own road worth walking. 4. Writing his voice into books. Words outlive moments. Charlie knew this. He poured his ideas into books: Campus Battlefield, The Mager Doctrine, The College Scam, and others. For thousands of young conservatives, these books were more than paper. They became handbooks, guides to navigating what they saw as hostile environments on campuses. Lesson: writing is immortality. Long after the speaker is gone, the pages still whisper. 5. More than a pen, a voice. Charlie didn't just write, he spoke. Podcasts, radio shows, rallies, and eventually his own program. His voice echoed across America, often louder than those who held office. Agree or disagree, he understood something vital: a microphone can be as powerful as a ballot box. Lesson: influence is not always about position. Sometimes it is about the courage to keep speaking when silence is easier. 6. A family beyond the stage. Behind the headlines and controversies, Charlie was also a husband and a father. In 2021, he married Erika France, a woman of faith and compassion. Together, they welcomed 2 children, a daughter in 2022 and a son in 2024. In those brief years, his greatest legacy may not have been political. It may have been personal: bedtime stories, first steps, laughter in the kitchen. Lesson: public victories mean little without private love. What you build inside your home will echo longer than what you build on a stage. 7. Anchored in faith. Charlie's worldview was shaped by his faith. An evangelical Christian, he often blended spirituality with politics. For him, truth wasn't just in lore books, it was in scripture. His speeches carried verses, his debates carried conviction, and his choices reflected the belief that faith and action should walk hand in hand. Lesson: whatever your belief, conviction becomes powerful when it is rooted in something deeper than self. 8. Seeds across campuses. Though he never ran for office, Charlie's influence grew in unexpected ways. Through Turning Point USA, he built networks across schools and colleges. Thousands of young people, some critics, some supporters, encountered his ideas. Love him or hate him, he planted seeds that continue to grow. Lesson: influence is not about titles. It is about planting seeds in people, even when you will not be the one to harvest them. 9. The tragic end. On September 10, 2025, at Utah Valley University, tragedy struck. While delivering a speech, the very thing that defined him, his life was cut short. A bullet ended his voice mid-sentence. He was 31. The room went silent. The world debated. Some mourned, others criticized, but all were forced to acknowledge that a voice had been silenced. Lesson: life is fragile. None of us know if the next speech, the next laugh, the next hug may be our last. 10. A legacy of echoes. Charlie's legacy is not simple. To some, he was a champion of free speech. To others, a divider. But here lies the truth: he mattered. He proved that influence is not measured by the length of years, but by the courage to use your voice. Lesson: agree or disagree, his life reminds us, silence leaves no legacy. Closing reflection: Charlie Kirk is dead, but his echo lives on. In classrooms, in debates, in podcasts, in the children who will grow up carrying his name. And maybe that's the final reminder for us all: it is not the length of your life that matters, but the weight of your voice while you live. Remember, friends, whether through culture, love, or humanity, our voices are seeds. Plant them with courage. Because one day, like Charlie, we too will be gone. But the echo of our words, that can live forever.